guys, it is week 216, and this one's a little deep of a question. So the question is basically, what are the steps you would take to start identifying as a witch, and what is our definition of a witch, and what does it mean to us? Real simple definition is if you practice witchcraft, you are a witch. You don't necessarily have to be a pagan witch. You can be a Christian witch. You could be a Hindu witch. You could be a Native American witch. It doesn't fucking matter. A witch is a witch is a witch. So the deeper part is the steps to identifying as one. You first have to identify that what you are doing is witchcraft. Is meditating or praying witchcraft? Or can it be identified? No, because witchcraft is an action, it's a activity, it's a creation, to craft something. So spells, crafting magic, those are the main things of it. A lot of people struggle with identifying as a witch because of how they were raised, and most likely very Catholic or Christian, and it's hard for them to identify as a witch because of the stigma that's already created from their previous spiritual path. And basically, you need to come to terms with your previous path and why you left it in the first place before, in my opinion, identifying as something else, because I see people bouncing back and forth because they haven't resolved that issue. And that's very spiritually confusing, because you may believe one thing because the Bible's saying this, and then when you're a pagan you may contradict that completely, but then you'll flip back and forth, and it's just like, no, you need to resolve this within yourself first before moving on from it. It's like a really bad breakup. You need to resolve the issues, if not with the other person, to create closure, than with yourself. A lot of people will watch a movie, watch a show, something will trigger them to be interested in paganism or witchcraft. My generation, it was The Craft for a lot of us. And then a few other movies and shows after that, or books. And it's different for each generation that has that big media trigger point. But once you find an interest, do research. Research is the best way to find out if something feels right to you, and then practice it. Apply it. If you've applied it and it still feels right, then continue to do so, and try different things out, like work with the elements, work with spirit board or tarot cards, work with calling corners, just a variety of things. And if it still feels right, you'll know when you finally clicks. It will just click one day. Be like, nope, I'm a witch. Now, you don't need to identify as any particular witch. Like some people get really label specific, like a green witch, a hedge witch, black witch. I don't know. It goes on and on and on. Because there's so many subcategories of witches, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm an eclectic atheist witch, and I only say eclectic and atheist because I don't believe in a higher power, and I'm eclectic because I use a bunch of things from a different spiritual paths and different pantheons, so it's eclectic for a reason. But I think those would be good steps to establish in trying to figure out if you're a witch or not. And don't let other people tell you you're not a witch because you're not doing X, Y, Z. You'll know if you're a witch by your own standards. Other people's standards don't matter when it comes to this. So be mindful of that. So I'll talk to you later.